Hey now, Mez heads. Howdy ho, Mez heads. Hey, what you want to do here is stop what you're doing and use the Google Chrome browser to see this video in its glorious 60 frames per second. Yes, that's right. This game is in 60 frames per second. This is the PlayStation 3 version of Raiden 4. Yeah, got it from the PSN shop. You see there, as usual, as a typical Japanese fashion, we have a naked, prepubescent girl as our protagonist, as your ship. Very Japanese. Yeah, why I do that, what I like about that is the, this character has, what do you call it? Whatchamacallit? Bubbles, man. You're gonna see bubbles. Ha! Love bubbles. You got 3 chips to choose from in Raiden 4. Oh, there's the bubbles! Bubbles! Yeah! Yeah, the first 2 spaceships you can choose from, or the prepubescent naked underage girl. All the ships of the game. You got your basic spread type weapon. Then you got a variation of a kind of a laser. Then you got your third weapon, which is sort of different for each one. The third weapon for this here anime chick character is the laser. Yes. Or I mean the bubbles. Bubbles are cool. They're extremely powerful. And I like how you can sweep back and forth, and the bubbles will sort of clear the screen. The spread's pretty good too. We'll check out all the weapons here during the course of this review. And we'll show off a bunch of the bosses as well, because bosses are so much fun. We're going to skip ahead here. We're not going to, you know, show the full playthrough and bore you. We're going to show a bunch of clips of all the exciting parts. Here we have the laser. And then you got those 2 little option fairy bitches following you around there, so they all shoot the laser. Laser's pretty cool. Laser's extremely powerful, but it's kind of not that great for the earlier part of the level, when the screen's full of enemies, I found. But very powerful against bosses. Absolutely. The other ships, you're not going to see in this video, but they have like their third weapon. Their special weapon is, it's like variations of homing laser beams. They're pretty cool. If you want to see them, you have to download the game for your damn self. I got it on sale on the PSN network. They sent out one of those flash sales. I forget what I paid, but it was worth it. The game is a fucking riot. Again, we're presenting to you today in the glorious 60 frames per second. But as of today, as of February 2015, 60 frames are only available with the Chrome browser. So on the Chrome browser in the bottom right there, if you haven't already, click at the little gear-looking quality settings icon and put it to 60 frames. It really makes a big difference on the shoot-em-ups here, having the full frame rate. Absolutely. This game is a native 720p on the PlayStation 3. 60 frames. Very smooth, very nice graphics. Here we go, I'm gonna kill him with bubbles. Bubbles! The first arcade game featuring bubbles was called, that I ever played, was called Bubbles. I did a review of it. So, check out my channel if you want to see my review of Bubbles. You can just type in DUHMEZ space Bubbles. I'm not going to link it below because fuck it. You can do that. You're not a dummy. You're smart. Not like everyone says, you're smart! You can find it if you want to. Just type DUHMEZ Bubbles. Very simple. Ka-fucking boom! Use a dead motherfucking nail. There we go. I think we got another boss coming up here. I will show off the other weapon, the main spread, so just be patient. Stay tuned. And hey, don't forget to hit the like button. Because if you don't hit the like button, it makes baby Jesus cry. So that's very important. Another cool feature this game has, if you have a television that you can rotate sideways, so it's long up and down, in otherwise portrait mode. Some televisions you can rotate it on the stand to make it that way. Or you can just prop it up if you can MacGyver it up however you like. But if you can turn the screen sideways, you can go to the options and turn the game to vertical mode. And then it fills your whole screen. And like that, it's just unbelievable how good that looks. Another dead boss. Another section, 1, 2. We got 5 little more edits I have here, 5 little more sections to check out. I'm not an expert at the game yet by any means, but I have practiced. I put a good number of hours into it so far. But I wanted to post this review before I became a full-on expert, because that'll take some time. This game is hard. It is an upgraded version of the arcade original, Raiden 4. I've not tried the original arcade version yet. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do a ShmupZilla video later and see how it compares to this PlayStation 3 version. Graphics are real nice in this one. I love me a good shoot 'em up. You see here, I'm doing some pretty good dodging here. Doing pretty good. Get a lot of bombs, so don't be afraid to use your bomb if you think you're in danger. I haven't beaten it yet. Hope I will. Hope I will someday soon. What else is cool is however far you get, it unlocks the stages for skipping stages. So if you get to level 5, then next time you play, you can start at any level you like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you don't have to start in level 1 and always play level 1 whenever you play it. That's pretty good. You can get more practice on the higher stages that way. Training, essentially training, so you can do a full playthrough sometime. You know what I'm saying? Here we have our spread. Very awesome too. Very, very good for the pre-boss areas. So the spread is always good. Arcing out over the whole screen. You know what I'm saying? And back to bubbles, because I love bubbles. Bubbles are strong. Most enemies, the bubbles goes through them and hurts the next enemy behind them, but on the bosses, they absorb the whole bubble damage. It's bubble-rific. How come Japanese games don't ever feature adult women who are fully grown? Like, I don't understand. If anybody has an idea why, type a little comment in the description below. I think it's weird. It's like, oh, excuse me, Mr. President. The Earth is under attack from a hostile alien fleet. What will we use to save humanity? I know. A 10-year-old girl. Perfect. Somebody had to make a plan to decide that was the best strategy. We're at another boss here. We're just showing off a bunch of bosses now. Because of the shoot 'em ups, that's always the most exciting part. Bullets everywhere. Bullets everywhere. Bubbles everywhere. Lord Carnage will be proud. You get your homing missiles. You get your bubbles. You got your good times. Yes, I died and continued. I'm not an expert, but I'm working on it. So we are capturing glorious HD on the PlayStation 3 using my HDMI cables. I did find a splitter, an HDMI splitter that removes the copy protection from the PlayStation 3's HDMI output. So we have the highest possible quality video game capture off the PlayStation 3, which is pretty awesome. They sure were assholes for putting that on there, even for video games. I mean, I understand it for things like Netflix, or even a copy-protected YouTube video if there's a commercial video. If it has it, I don't know. But at least I understand it in that situation. But it's a bunch of bullshit when it's enabled for all the output for always. Because everybody knows if you can't record the video off of your PlayStation 3, like your Netflix, you would not know how to illegally download it. That would be impossible. We'll be ending the video shortly here to show you some more shit exploding. Because exploding shit fucking rocks. Makes my wiener hard. Rock hard. With veins popping out. I definitely recommend Raiden 4. It gets a 9.5 out of 10. Later, motherfuckers!